Hello and welcome to Ace Trades. So today I'm going to share the first trades for this year 2023. I hope you watch my video introduction so you get an idea of what to expect from this video and in future videos. I have put the link of the said video in the description below, so please check it out. Here is the summary of the closed trades so far this year. There are 5 of them and I will discuss each trade. But before I start, this screenshot is taken from Instagram's trade journal. You need to subscribe to Investa Prime to have access to this tool. I subscribe to this so I can monitor my performance through analytics and also keep track of my trading progress. So let's start. The first stock I traded was Bloom, which I gained 6.28%. So let's take a look at the charts. So before I enter a trade, I start looking at the weekly chart and then plot a gun box for support and resistance levels. This is the weekly chart of Bloom prior to my entry with the gun box already plotted. Based on the chart, the price is attempting to break the blue area resistance right here and could potentially enter into the gray area. Then looking at the fractals criteria, it seems to be gaining momentum with the RSI in the 50 and 60 level right here. This is the RSI. And also the MACD above zero right here. This is the MACD indicator above zero with MACD line starting to move ahead of the signal line as indicated in the histogram. You can see the bars are already in the green, and potential target price for this is around 8.96. Yes, right here, the gray area. So the main time frame I use to trade is the hourly chart. This is where I bought the stock as indicated by the up arrow here on December 14. And here is the trade confirmation from my stockbroker, COL. This shows that I bought in the stock in two tranches within the hour at the price of 7.39. In retrospect, I could have waited and bought the second tranche here in this area, since this trade almost went the other way. So after I bought it, it went down and almost hit my cut loss point. I bought here in this candle because the candlestick broke out of the blue area and is also above the MA50, which checks out the trend criteria. And it also checks out the momentum criteria with the RSI breaching the 60 level. Cycles criteria also checks out with Bollinger Band starting to expand with MACD above zero level and moving upwards. Also, the stock was traded by an above average volume at that time. So here's the volume at the time of my trade. So the down arrow here is where I sold the stock. I also sold in two tranches as indicated in this confirmation. So I sold at 7.97 in one tranche and I sold in 7.94 in the other, both within the hour. The reason I sell was because this whole candlestick was outside of the Bollinger Band, and based on chart observations, when this happens, often the price would go back inside the Bollinger Band. So I sold mainly to secure profits and did not wait for it to reach my target price. But like I mentioned a while ago, I could have only sold one tranche and could have rode the up move as the stock price went up and even reached my initial target price. Lesson learned, and on to the next trade, which was APX. So APX, I gained 7.4%. Let's take a look at the details right here. So again, I look at the weekly chart first, as shown in this chart. All indicators are pointing up with the price near support. Price broke out from the blue area resistance a couple of weeks back, so it has already broken, and the price went back almost went back near the blue area right here, so making it support, since the price never went back to the blue area. Looking at the hourly chart, again, I bought in two tranches here and here at 1.89 on December 21, and also here at same price, 1.89 on December 29. Because from all the criteria checking out, it was accompanied by volume spike. So the first one, it has an above average volume, and the second also has above average volume. Then I sold the first tranche here. I sold at 2.06 on January 3rd. With the same reason when I sold in the Bloom trade, because of this. There's the first candlestick outside of the Bollinger Band. I just waited until this candlestick right here, a doji candlestick, which indicates indecision and also a sign of a confirmation that the upward momentum is slowing down. So to secure profits, I bought a tranche here and then waited, and then sold my last tranche here on January 9th at the price of 2.05. For me, ultimately, yeah, because of this, the I sold my last tranche here because all the indicators are moving downwards. The MACD and the RSI as well. So on to the next trade, which is PNB. So I lost in this trade by 2.33%. So looking at the charts, so this is the weekly chart again. So this got my attention because here in the weekly chart, it bounces off the Bollinger Band median, the orange line right here. This is the Bollinger Band median line. So it seems to have bounced off of this line and is above MA50. So I thought of trying bottom picking this stock. So in hourly chart, I bought when all the criteria check out right here. I bought on January 9th at the price of 19.2. But then I sold here on January 12th at the price of 18.98 because of poor indicators. All the indicators are in the red and are down, and it was traded at a very low volume. So this was a short trade, but a few candlesticks later, it went up. Well, anyway, you can't win them all in stock trading. So let's move on to the next one, which is the keeper trade. So in this trade, I gained 5.94%. then again, the weekly chart, the price has attempted to break the gray area resistance level for the third time. So first, second, and then third, it is at the time of my entry. So with the momentum indicator, the RSI is slowly going upwards, as well as MACD and DMI are all very good indicators. So in the hourly chart, here is where I entered in two tranches again, here and here. First, I bought the price of 1.31, and then I bought again the price of 1.32. Then I sold in this area, which is my TP here because of the resistance. Here, the resistance. I sold on January 19th and at the price of 1.4 in two tranches again. I also sold my last tranche on January 19th, the same price, 1.4. So this is the trade in which it went according to plan. So this was a good trade. So the last trade, close trade, is MAC, in which I gained 3.3%. So this is in the weekly chart, price is at support level and indicators are within the criteria. Here is the hourly chart. Again, I entered in two tranches here on January 3rd at 4.95 price. And also here on January 9th at 5.2. I entered at these entries because of all the criteria were checked out. But then I sold here on January 18th at the price of 5.32. Then also here on my second tranche, I sold at the closing hour, but my the trade was incomplete, so it was partially executed. That is why I sold again at the next day. I sold again at the next day. So moving on. Next, we will look at the existing trade in which I will show the stock that I'm currently holding, the chart of the stock that I'm currently holding. So this is the chart of, so far I am holding only one stock for now, currently. And this is its chart. So the price of the stock is in the resistance area. And then I entered at this candle right here when it breached the orange line and it entered the green area. It entered the green area. So I'm planning to add another tranche if the price stay near above the orange area right here. So I'm waiting to buy another tranche. So this is it for now. So this concludes my journal for now, and hope you follow me on my future video journals. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and if you like my videos, click the like button or subscribe to my channel. See you in my next video.